This was the Baton Rouge Savings and Loan Association in the 1950s. What great post-deco lines and dynamic placement of a public clock. Well, a good thing, lo and behold, in Baton Rouge, it's still here. I like post offices, utilities, and service shops. Along our route across Lost Louisiana, we have to stop for gas and directions, but this filling station hasn't a drop. It stands alone on the Cajun prairie, a lost-looking thing from a lost Louisiana. If this were 1938 or 1948, it would not be so odd, and Kermit Doucet would feel right at home.
Well, that's what you would have seen if you would have gone to an old Gulf station in the 30s, 40s, 50s.
You'd have actually seen this particular model right here.
Yes, that's a national pump. It's got porcelain panels, stainless steel top, and stainless steel sides. Very durable.
And well made.
Very well made.
Because it was made before 1950.
That's made in the 30s.
That's how you know it was well made.
Oh, I tell you what, it was well made because it was made to last forever.
That's right. The crank gas pumps out front, the tire rims that hold the water hose, the air machine that didn't dare charge good customers a quarter. It's all here. Doucet used to collect different brands of gas station stuff. Now it's the uranium orange and steel blue of Gulf oil all the way. Do you ever actually go down like on the road when you're driving around or when you're just tooling around and you see something on the side of the road?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and you stop. And you know, where I get, a lot of times I'll see a station that's no longer a Gulf station, but I can see some of the paint peeling out and I can see the orange porcelain and you can nail it. And you stop, and I stopped at a station the other day and I told the guy, I said, this is an old Gulf station. He said, yeah. I said, you got anything Gulf? He said, no, I don't have anything at all. I said, you mind if I look around? He said, no. We found all kinds of books in the 60s and the 70s. We found 2 cans with the Gulf on it. He found another oil drain can, and he's got still a bunch of stuff that's Gulf, and I'm working on them, getting a few more things. But,
that's terrific.
He gave me most of the stuff. You actually pump the oil with this pump into the quart bottle, and then you put the top on it, and as you serve the customer, you remove this little top and pour it in the car. Now, the drawback on this is you never were really sure what you were getting. So Gulf in 1928 were the first ones to go to the cans, and they had tamper-proof, refinery sealed. So you were guaranteed on what you were getting from the quart can.
Very sturdy.
The reason that they're rare is they cut them up and made duck blinds out of them.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all.
Kermit Doucet's garage is a fanciful figment of his imagination and a delight to our collective consumer consciousness. The cars inside are big, 2.5 tons at least. You have to pry him for a reflective answer, though, as to why this collector does what he does, why anyone would want to hold on to such commonplace memorabilia.
1955 Cadillac Series 62.
Vroom.
I think probably that everybody likes to return to a time that they will remember as happy and they were comfortable with, and when they think about their youth, even if things wasn't real good when you were young, you were healthy and you were able to tolerate more. And when you look back on the problems you had when you were young, they're so minor compared to what you have today, because as people grow, the problems grow. We always like to return to something simpler. Families only had one car back then. I had a bicycle. I had a paper route. I worked at the gas station. Things were very simple compared to what they are today. I remember that price, and I remember cheaper prices when they used to have gas wars. The oil companies would get in the wars on the prices. And they'd get down to 16, 17 cents a gallon when I was a teenager. Matter of fact, I have a couple of prices here that went on the visible pump. This was 6 cents for a gallon of gas plus 6 cents tax. And this
because it had gotten so low that
the tax was as much as the gas. And
Yeah.
Here's an 8 and a 7, 15 cent. And when I was a kid, I remember very well, gas stations would have a sign that says, "This is a tax collection station, and we also sell gas."
as Americans we remember that logo on everything from sealing wax to bug spray.
They sold oil, they sold gas, they sold insect repellent, they sold car polish.
They sold fan belts,
Fan
everything.
belts, hoses, anything for the car. Household oil, lighter fluid, penetrating oil, electric motor oil. This is the salesman's sample that he brought to show you the different types of oil and the refining process. This is furniture polish. This is furniture polish, and then this is household lubricant. This is a Fry May West visible pump.
A May West?
May West, because of the shape.
Oh, this is really heavy. Brass.
Brass, solid brass. And the way this thing worked, it was mechanical. You pumped the gas from an underground storage tank into the glass cylinder all the way to the top. And then the reason it's so tall, it gravity fed into the car, and you sold even-numbered gallons.
And then you'd lift up the hose
to get a little bit extra.
to get that extra. As familiar as all the icons are, it's still a lost-looking place, off the beaten path and maybe out of mind. All this Gulf oil stuff. Funny thing, you can't buy gas here. This is just some common hardware. But over time, maybe it's come to represent what we'll probably not see again. The service station dedicated to service.
And here's the Gulf authorized dealer that signs for
Permit a Duce, proprietor.
Proprietor.